It's time for the pre-show news and report for this Sunday evening, September 28th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and here's what's happening in the world. And this Sunday evening here at 6 o'clock here. Our top story at 6 o'clock is out in Hong Kong, where after a day of intense protests in Hong Kong, which at least 38 people were injured, organizers called on tens and thousands of pro-democracy demonstrators in Chinese territory to head home late Sunday. U.S. officials acknowledged that they understand and estimated Islamic State extremists overestimated the willingness of Iraqi forces to fight ISIS. As President Obama said, we anticipate that Islamic State extremists. Gunfire erupted Sunday morning night during a late-night party for young people at a Miami nightclub. The youngest victim was 11 years old. With perspective from both sides of him, desk FCC Chairman ponders the network. The Secret Service was pushing back against a report Sunday that is bungled in response to a gunman who opened fire in the White House in 2011. Sending bullets crashing an upstairs resident could have injured the president's daughter. You might want to get all the shade before these gold coming out. These new ones is pretty darn bad. Those of you who wanted to be unplugged from every device manageable this weekend, George Clooney married Jim Morant's lawyer, Amal Almadin. In New York, expressing a strong resolve to make a development of mass movement in India and put every effort to take the country to new heights. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday said he has not taken a vacation for even 15 minutes. The search for survivors of a volcanic eruption in Japan has been suspended, with dozens of people have been dead, as authorities have confirmed that the deaths of 31 people found unconscious near the peak of Mount Ontake, located about 200 kilometers. 2 people were killed when a monster truck plowed into a carnival looked at an annual motor show in the east of the Netherlands. A police officer was shot in the weekend in Ferguson, Missouri, as an incident that authorities say does not seem to be linked to the protests that resumed in the past weekend over the last month's killing of a young, unarmed African-American man by another police officer. The driver of the truck crossing the interstate median and smashed a bus carrying a college softball team had been distracted before the bus that killed 4 young women, and investigators found no evidence of breaking or evasive control. Senator Dick Durbin, Democrat of Illinois, said he's been doing something that he will investigate how a man was able to start a fire at a control center that caused massive flight delays in Chicago. House Speaker John Boehner said Sunday that President Obama might have a grant to send in the ground troops against Islamic State because they are barbarians. FBI agents and state officers exited Wooded area at Bear Town where the search for Eric Green continues. Police offered a few details Saturday. Elizabeth Warren is known for recently introducing Bank on Student Mercury Loan Refinance Act, and she is a member of the Senate Banking Committee as she is calling for an investigation of Federal Reserve Bank. PIMCO is ready to move forward for a founder-led model in the wake of an abrupt exit of Bill Gross and the Fund Management Company CEO Doug Hodge said on Sunday in a phone interview. San Francisco, get ready for a peek at what's next with Windows, an event in San Francisco on Tuesday. Microsoft is quite expected to preview a first look at the next big iteration of its iconic computer operating system with a focus. I agree with that statement that latest Ford masking EcoBoost is a big fat fake. Well, that's right. Ford is lying to the people here. Denzel Washington still got it. His new action film, The Equals, topped at the box office this weekend with an estimated $35 million in the U.S. Jennifer Lopez, her 6-year-old twins, and BFF Lee Remini were recently involved in a car crash caused by a suspected drunk driver and thankfully emerged unarmed. Good for them. Chris Pratt was recording the Saturday Night Live season premiere celebrating the show's 40th anniversary. The Latvian conductor Anders Nelson's in his main debut as director of Boston Studio Orchestra. The 50-year argument of filmmaker Martin Scorsese and writer Joan Didion in his HBO documentary about the history of the New York Review of Books. Astronomers at the University of Michigan believe that about half the water in our solar system is older than the sun itself. That it turns out there are 2 types of water, the kind we all used to, and H2O, and every kind with an extra neutron and hydrogen atom. And finding that could shed more light on technological development, and among early humans, the scientists have found some artifacts dated back to the Paleozoic era, which suggests that the stone tools may be more common in attention than they earlier believed. A drug used to treat advanced breast cancer that appeared to be unprecedented success in prolonging the lives that the clinical trial researchers reported on Sunday. President Obama has raised the tools to make social health care system and work on Obamacare program seems to include even more U.S. citizens who live below the poverty line. Here. Instant alerts here at 5.
This is him right there. Age 16, 5'6", 145 pounds, brown hair, hazel eyes, facial acne, ran from Castle in Brooklyn and lives in Wilmington, Massachusetts. Believed to have gone on the Montello train route en route to East Boston, moving went for burial, and last seen wearing a black and white flannel over a black Maryland Monroe shirt with skinny jeans and a low top blue and black pants. Last week at a male named Mike McGrath from Revere. If you have any information, please contact 978-996-6899. Peter, Channel News Time, 6:05. It's time out for the local travel report here, and it shows Route 6 on the westbound side on the Cape Islands. If you're headed home from the Cape, Route 6 is backed up from East Sandwich all the way down to Subway Bridge due to an accident on Route 6 westbound in Sandwich. Here, so trust some section in that area. The feeder road, the canal road to Route 20 and the Bourne Bridge is backed up on the westbound end. 495 on the northbound side, it's sloped from 195 and Wareham all the way down for Route 44 Middleburg due to an accident on the Bluestone Memorial Highway. Route 3 northbound, it's backed up from Route 139 in Marshfield all the way out to the Braintree split. Hmm. 95 and 24 mile out from 128 to the Rhode Island border here. And all the 93 is smooth sailing from Boston up to New Hampshire border here. Route 129 on the southbound side. One 129 on southbound side sold from Route 22 in Beverly down to Route 129 red and near it's backed up during an accident on 128 southbound between 114 and 95 Peabody and another accident on 128 southbound new Route 1 in Peabody here. So trust up section that on 128 here. And 495 on the southbound side sold in the low area here and the Mass Pike. It's backed up from Westboro all the way down through I-84 in Sturbridge and Mass Pike eastbound side. So from Route 20 in Palmer all the way out to Charlton here. And Peter Channel News Time, 6:08. Town NFL weather report here on this Sunday evening here. Our current conditions here in Norton, Massachusetts at 6 o'clock. 77 degrees on temperature with a humidity at 6%, with speed south about 7 miles from a barometer, 3.01 inches, 2 about 62 degrees, and visibly 10 miles. He ended at 79 degrees. Alrighty, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region here. And it's 78 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston. It is 82 out in Pittsburgh and in Bedford. 80 in Beverly and Gloucester. It's 83 out in Haverhill. It's 76 in Worcester. 80 in Sturbridge. 83 in Milford. 78 in Webster. It's 84 in Norwood. It's 76 in Worcester. 80 in Taunton. 75 in New Bedford. It's 82 in Plymouth. 73 in Falmouth. 68 in Chatham. 67 in Cape Convey and Nantucket. 72 in Provincetown. 71 in Martha's Vineyard. 72 in Block Island. 74 in Wesley. 81 in Smithfield. 74 in New York City. 76 in Islip. 72 in Montauk. It's 73 in Long Island, 79 in Bridgeport, 81 in Haven and Bridgeport's got 79, 81 in Danbury and Waterbury, 82 in Meriden, 82 in Hartford, 85 in Winslow, it's 84 in Springfield, 78 in Amherst, 81 in Greenfield and Garner, 79 in Northampton, 78 in Pittsfield, 82 in Albany, 79 in Bennington, 75 in Bradford, 73 in Portland, Maine, 81 in Keene, New Hampshire, 80 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, and Manchester, New Hampshire, 84 in Concord, New Hampshire, and 85 in Nashua and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Here. Current conditions around the region here, it's a warm front around Colorado and a cold front from west to Nebraska stretching down through the northern plains states and up in Minnesota down to central Ontario and Quebec. And it's stationary from the Gulf of Mexico stretching in the northern Florida and the Florida Panhandle not to sea here. We got a high pressure in northern Illinois off the New England coastline here and northern Arizona. We got a low pressure in north central Nebraska, eastern Colorado, western New Mexico, southern Idaho, northeastern Oregon, and north central California, and up in the northeastern tip of Minnesota here. And I got high pressure in North Carolina here. And got Furby in eastern Colorado and then northeastern New Mexico, and a Furby from western Colorado and the Forkland region here, and a Furby from eastern Washington and northeastern Oregon, and a Furby from western Idaho down for Nevada and down for southeastern California, and a Furby in north central California here. Here we have a 72-degree temperature reading for Pittsburgh, 78 in Washington, D.C., 73 for Atlanta, 87 in Miami, 83 in Brownsville, 86 in Dallas, Texas, it's 81 in Kansas City, 75 in Chicago and Detroit, it's 82 in Omaha, Nebraska, and Minneapolis, St. Paul, 49 in Great Falls, Montana, 61 in Seattle, 72 in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, 75 in Las Vegas, 67 in Salt Lake City, 75 in Denver, 85 in Albuquerque, and 85 in Phoenix, and 80 in Albuquerque. Here, take a look at, oh gosh, taking a look at what is going on in the radar here. Take a look at the radar situation here on this Sunday evening here, and it shows a spotty little rain shower in Quebec, eastern portion of Quebec here, eastern portion of Quebec here. And a line of rain showers from eastern Quebec down for eastern Ontario, and another line of rain showers from southwestern Ontario down to northern Minnesota, northern North Dakota, and up in the northern Montana, and a spotty rain showers from Colorado, Utah, and for Wyoming, Idaho, northern Nevada, and for eastern California with a few sleet pelts around Yellowstone Valley and a spotty rain showers and storms around the Gulf states around Florida here. And take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds coming from the eastern Great Lakes and down through the Atlantic portion of the region and then out through much of the southeastern states and Gulf states. And a line of clouds from Northern California and Nevada up into Utah, Colorado, and then the Forkland region and stretching up to Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, down to the Dakotas, up into northern Minnesota, and then a cloud shield from Saskatchewan, Manitoba to Dan for northern Ontario, Quebec, and then northern Atlantic Canada, and a line of clouds from Alberta, Saskatchewan, Yukon, and stretching it off the Washington, Oregon, and California coastline here. And let's take a look at tropical storm Rachel here.
Okay, we got something going on in the Atlantic here, and we got a small area of low pressure just west of Bermuda is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms, upper level winds. I expect the rain unfavorable for significant development during the next few days, while the system moves slowly northwestward or northward. Formation chance for hours, low 10% formation chance for 5 days, low 10% here. And the latest on Rachel here is now a hurricane with 75 mile per hour wind gusts. Movement knocked off was about 5 miles per hour. Central location 21.7 to the north, 117.5 to the west. Here. And the latest hurricane Rachel advisory here. It's expected to be weakening during the next couple of days here. And now me and no coastal watches warnings effect here at 2 p.m. Pacific time here. The center of Hurricane Rachel was located near latitude 21.7 to the north, longitude 117.4 to the west, and Rachel is moving toward the north-northwest near 5 miles per hour, 7 times an hour, and this motion with a further decrease in the forward speed is expected during the next 24 hours, and Rachel is forecast to become nearly stationary on Monday before drifting in the southwestward Monday night and Tuesday. Max sustained winds at 3 near 75 miles per 120 kilometers an hour with higher gusts and steady weakening is forecast during the next 48 hours. Hurricane force wind extends up to 150 miles per 30 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force wind extend up to 70 miles per 110 kilometers an hour. And this minimum center pressure is 96 millibars or 29.12 inches here. Oh gosh. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast of temperature and the country. So, the surface number 1 here in the Central Pacific. There are large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms extending from near the coast of southeast Mexico
Software for several rounds in association with a broader low pressure environmental conditions are expected to be conducted for gradual development, and a tropical depression could form around the middle part of the wake while the system drifts west-northwestward or northwestward. Formation transfer hours. Low 20% formation transfer days. High 60%. There. And nothing brewing in the tropics in the Central Pacific. Here. Okay, let's take a look at a forecast discussion around the country here, and it shows showers and thunderstorms across the Rockies onto the plains, and local areas showers and storms for eastern Gulf Coast and the southeast. Mid upper level low over the German west will keep a threat of showers across the central and northern Rockies tonight and Monday. In the presence of instability from the upper low and moisture transferred from the south, numerous showers and storms are expected to develop for the four-quarter region and moving in the high plains Monday across the northern and central plains on Tuesday. And surface zones for a few strong to severe thunderstorms are likely. In the surface, a front with multiple waves of low pressure along the expected across the northern plains of upper Mississippi Valley and upper Great Lakes Sunday night and Monday. On Tuesday, the cold front moves south across the Ohio Valley, over east, during Gulf Coast region and southeast, and a very true and drizzly over the coastal front will serve as a focus and mechanism for numerous showers and thunderstorms. Flood watch are adjacent to expect for potentially heavy rainfall in the Florida Panhandle to the adjacent Alabama and South Georgia, and it's a development storm and an associated front. Warm temperatures will be in place across the southern and adjacent central plains. Provide temperatures Monday in the upper 80s, low 90s, and the warm air spread eastern and lower Mississippi Valley to the west. Similar temperatures on Tuesday. Okay, forecast discussion around the country here, and it should around the region here. Summer-like warm will come in tomorrow as a front will drop south across the region late tomorrow, dropping temperatures and bringing a few showers. A cool northeast wind will be continued throughout the remaining of the week, and 1 to 2 week low pressure so it remains just past the southern region for a chance of showers, and a front and possibly secondary low pressure area will likely affect southern New England on Friday night and Saturday. A new term until 6 a.m. Monday morning, 4 p.m. update. No major changes to the forecast for the remainder of the afternoon. Both Providence and Windsor, Connecticut have broken their records, and Logan warmed up to 87 degrees and definitely a more summer-like feel out there today. And for tonight, high pressure continues to slide offshore tonight as winds will be more out to the west, but still relatively light as high level clouds will continue to stream onto the region overnight. And this will be limited radiation cooling as well as fog potential. Minimum temperature may drop in the mid to upper 50s, and metro regions of Boston and Providence will be in the lower 60s, and thanks to some urban island effect, patchy ground fog was possible. Again tonight, especially in valley regions, and the fog potential will not be as widespread as last night as the temp 2-point spread will be larger than the previous night. Here. And take a look at tonight's temperatures. We'll see 66 for Boston, and in New York City, a pair of 60s for Worcester and Hartford, 57 for Portland, 53 for Concord, and 55 for Rutland, and 56 for Albany. So we're going to draw a line here. And we're going to see temperatures in the 60s for much of eastern Massachusetts, much of Rhode Island, Connecticut, and down to 72 New York from Poughkeepsie down to New York City, Long Island. We're going to see temperatures in the 50s for much of northern New England here, and western Massachusetts, and around Albany, New York, and up in northern New York here. And tomorrow, temperatures will be making in the 80s. Today, feeling about more summer for tomorrow. However, it's cold front drops across the region for tomorrow. Temperatures will fall beyond the allowance for fall-like temperatures make a return this week. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we are going to see some Petrobag up to 3 m watts. Mostly just got a low 57 degrees and top at about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Monday, Petrobag before 80 m watts. Mostly San Scott near 79 degrees, a light variable wind. Monday night, scattered showers mainly after 4 a.m. Petrobag after 11 p.m. watts. Mostly Costco low in 56 degrees and northeast wind about 10 miles per hour. Chance precipitation is 30%. No precipitation amounts of less than 10 inch possible. Tuesday, scattered showers mainly before 2 p.m. and Petrobag before 9 a.m. watts. Mostly clouds around near 65 degrees and northeast wind about 6 miles per hour. Precipitation 30%. No precipitation amounts of less than 10 inch possible. Tuesday night, slight chance of showers areas of fog after 4 a.m. watts. Mostly clouds low in 53 degrees and north about 5 miles per hour. Precipitation 20%. Wednesday, chance of showers mainly after 1 p.m. areas of fog before 8 a.m. watts. Mostly clouds high near 65 degrees and precipitation 30%. Wednesday night, chance of showers before 9 p.m. Mostly clouds low 52 degrees and precipitation 30%. Thursday, areas of fog before 8 a.m. watts. Parts of San Scott near 65 degrees. For that, mostly clouds low 51 degrees. Friday, mostly San Scott near 67 degrees. For that, mostly clouds low 52 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers, mostly clouds high near 68 degrees and precipitation 30%. Saturday night, chance of showers, mostly clouds low 49 degrees, precipitation 30%.
Sunday, parts not kind under 67 degrees. Bears, what a phrase of the night, of the evening. A pleasant evening in store. This page is you have a good evening with a good positive attitude. Always be soon for a late night report at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening with a good positive attitude. I'll see you